Accucare Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine in Brick, New Jersey offers a state-of-the-art facility with all the best and current treatments. With athletic trainers, massage therapists, and doctors of physical therapy, Accucare has everything you need to stay healthy and perform at the highest level. Cupping, stretching, laser therapy, compression boots, and a full-body cryo chamber are just some of what you can expect at Accucare. Check out their website and social media links in my bio. No prescription is needed to see them. So call them today and start feeling and performing at your best. Again, thank you to Accucare for sponsoring the Shore Football Report. Hello, everybody. This is Rob Davis from the Shore Football Report. We got so much to do. You are watching the Shore Football Report's all-star package teams, and we're going to have so many shows, and we'll talk a lot about it. But first, I want to do something. I want to thank Accucare for being our title sponsor for the whole 2022 high school football season. Couldn't have did anything without you. And, of course, number one, the owner and founder, Pam Anthony, and her tremendous staff. They've been great. They've been great to us all year. I love the fact that what they do with their athletes on the side, where they work with the athletes all year round with rehabilitation and recovery. And I love their top-notch facilities, which you guys need to go watch and go utilize. And also the way they communicate with their athletes. There is definitely a connection, a bond. They're winners. They're winners. And I knew that. So I wanted to expand the Shore Football Report in the second year in existence that we had. So I did two major additions to the Shore Football Report. One was Accucare. Accucare became our title sponsor, and the rest is history. They've been tremendous with us. The one thing I really like is that what they do is they donate, the overall players of the week get a free recovery session. And the athletes will be going in there if they won the winners of each week overall in the Shore Conference, and they donated that. And watching them work in there and bonding with that great staff was tremendous. I loved watching that. And I'm proud that they're part of our team. The other hire that we got was Scott Stump. Scott Stump came onto the Shore Football Report, and he was an incredible addition to our staff. And I am blessed to have both of them, Scotty Stump and Accucare. I couldn't have did it without you guys. I owe you a lot. I really owe you a lot. And I'm very, very loyal to you guys, and I appreciate everything that you have done. Pam Anthony and the Accucare staff, thank you. Thank you very much. You guys all athletes need to go to Accucare and work out there, rehabilitate, recovery. All athletes, guys, girls, winter sport, spring sport, of course, high school football, get to Accucare and Brick. You know our commercials that we post out, throughout the weeks and all that stuff. And you're going to keep hearing me throw out Accucare and this and that. And we're going to have a big, big commercial that we're going to do, us and Accucare, for you guys. And they're there. They're centrally located in between Ocean, Monmouth County, and Brick, and just a great spot. And it's a great place to just get better as an athlete. I love the fact that you're not only taking care of your body and the mind too. It's a focus. It is an attitude, and they're winners. And I just am so proud to be around them. Now, let's talk about the Shore Football Report's all-star packages. Guys, I was a head coach and assistant coach for 27 years. 27 years. So I've been on the committees. For 10 years, I was a rep. The last tenures of my coaching at Barney. I was a rep where I was involved in all the different all-star team committees. And it bothered me. It bothered me that there was always that cutoff. There always was a cutoff. In other words, you might do only first team. You might stop at second team. You don't do honorable mentions. You pack up and you leave. Well, there was a lot of names that I used to see on the board or on the table that were left off that, wondering, maybe those players and their parents didn't know that they were being talked about, but just missed those all-star teams. So when I started the Shore Football Report, I loved to play Santa Claus. So what I did was I expanded the teams. I added more players on each team, and I expanded the teams. So let me talk about what we're going to do. We're going to present 30 all-star shows starting December 13th, and let's talk about it. All right? December 13th is going to be all division teams, and each division gets their separate show. 7 different shows. We're going to have first and second teams for all division, and then we're also going to have award winners for each division. I pick an MVP, an offensive player of the year, defensive player of the year, special teams player of the year, O-line, D-line player of the year, sophomore or freshman player of the year. An unsung hero is a player who just doesn't get all the accolades, the ink, and all that type of stuff by the media like yours truly or others out there, but they're definitely going to be recognized. And we pick one for each division. We have fun with that. All right. So December 13th, we're going to do an all division team, 7 different ones. I don't like to put one big one, 7 different ones. You can just watch your division, or you can watch all of them separately, though, with that. 2 days later, December 15th, I do an all-county, Ocean and Monmouth County. And with that, we'll have 4 teams. So you're talking about 152 players for each county getting recognized. 152 for all county. 2 days later, we pick an all-shore team, 5 teams. And we are going to have 190 players on that. So those are all separate shows. And then we do an all-region, and that's new. The all-region is something I thought of that these local newspapers cover certain high schools in areas. So I figured, let's make a region out of it. I picked 10 regions, and I put teams in regions, and you're going to see an all-star team in those regions. Example, the Toms River School District, all 3 Toms Rivers in Donovan, the Freehold School District. You're going to have, the south of the border, Central, Southern, Lacey, Pinelands, and Barnegat. So I clump it in, and what it does, it just puts different groups of guys in, and I make an all-star team out of those. Where your local newspapers are covering it, I'm making all-star teams of that. It's fun. I know it is. Trust me. I enjoy doing it. You're going to love that. But there's going to be one team for each one of those regions. So there'll be 10 regions. There'll be one team for that. I got all groups. So if you're group 1, group 2, 3, 4, 5, or non-public, you're going to be non-public, all non-public in the Shore Conference, all group 5, all group 4, all group 3, 2, or 1, and I'll have fun with that. So you're going to be grouped in with different groups of players, and you'll be able to make an all-star team with that. And then the last one, which everybody loves, is how are you in terms of each grade level? So I'm going to have an all-senior team, an all-junior team, an all-sophomore team, and you got it, an all-freshman team will be on the Shore Football Report. A lot of names are going to be there. Over 266 players will be mentioned in all those teams. Going to have a lot of fun. And I like to call it the holiday season, postseason all-star teams. All right? I love to play Santa Claus. So here I am. All right? Santa Claus is coming real soon, and so is my all-star teams. Make sure you go on the shorefootballreport.com and look at all the all-star teams, and don't wait for Coach Dave to send you the links. Go there, do yourself a favor, go to that website, and check out when those all-star teams come out. And remember, it's not about you and I, it's about the kids. And the kids are the important ones. They supplied us with so much entertainment, wins, losses, whatever it is. High school football is the greatest sport out there, and you did a great job. All the coaches, all the players, all the fans. I'm wishing you Merry Christmas and enjoy everything. And the Shore Football Report definitely appreciates all of you guys. All right? Make sure you go to Accucare too. That would be a great Christmas gift. See you later. I'm Rob Davis from the Shore Football Report, and I will be presenting the Accucare 2022 All Independence Division Postseason Individual Award winners. And then we will present the first and second team, all division team, for the Independence Division. Let's get right to it. Our MVP for the Independence Division goes to quarterback junior from Point Borough, Matt Oliphant. Matt was a tremendous athlete as a sophomore, doing things as a kick returner, defensive back. He made the old division team as a defensive back last year, moved him to quarterback this year, and Point Borough was rolling offensively. I mean, he did a tremendous job. A big 6'2", 190-pound body maneuvering the option offense. Did a great job in his first season. They won the Independence Championship. They advanced to the Central Jersey Group 2 semifinals. Offensively, they averaged 42.1 points a game, 60 touchdowns. They had 6 players with over 9 yards a carry. And I'm saying that because he's the guy who directs where the football goes with his triple option reads. He's reading a 3 technique, and then he's optioning the football. Did a great job. The team ran for 3,089 yards. He passed for 297 and 3 touchdowns and ran for 972 yards and 19 touchdowns for 9.2 yards a carry. He did a great job, and I thought the most impressive thing is when he was reading and then triple optioning that third phase and getting the ball to those other running backs that they were getting over 10 yards to carry. He did a great job of running that offense to a T. Matt Oliphant is the Independence Division MVP from Point Borough, and he's back next year. Offensive Player of the Year goes to senior running back from Raritan, Kieran Falzone. Kieran led all running backs in the Shore Conference in rushing with 1,667 yards and 21 touchdowns. His team advanced to the South Jersey Group 2 state championship game, lost in the final there, but he was a workhorse, always carrying the football in their triple option. He's the first key that defenses had to try and stop, and had over 300 yards in the South Jersey Group 2 state final, but wasn't able to win that game, but had over 300 yards in a final of a state playoff game. Our Offensive Player of the Year goes to Raritan senior Kieran Falzone. Defensive Player of the Year goes to senior defensive end from Point Borough, Connor Reynolds. 5'11", 230-pound defensive end, was the best player on the best defensive team in the Independence. His pursuit to the football, crashing the run game, was very active, really stepped up his game at the end of the year where he had to stifle a lot of teams and did a great job. This year they won the Independence Division and they advanced to the Central Jersey Group 2 state semifinals. They gave up 11.9 yards a game, which, like I said before, was the best in the division. And Connor Reynolds was the best and one of the best defensive ends in the Shore Conference. Our Defensive Player of the Year goes to senior defensive end, Point Borough's Connor Reynolds. Special Teams Player of the Year. This is a special kind of guy. He led was senior kick return, punt returner from Point Borough, Connor Ciliento. He did jack of all trades, did it all. He was one of those guys that you kind of look in the stat sheet and went, wow, he really had a big game. And you didn't realize it, but he would have big plays at big moments of the games. I loved his kick return touchdown, which nobody kicked to him this year at all. It was 73-yard kick return touchdown against Willingboro in the semifinals of the state playoffs. Um, he had 665 yards rushing and 8 touchdowns for eye-popping 15.1 yards a carry. And as a receiver, he had 9 catches for 167 yards and 1 touchdown. But on special teams did not kick the football to him at all. So he changed field position, by just them not kicking it deep. The team that kicked it deep was Willingboro in the state semis, and they paid for it with a touchdown. Our special teams player of the year is that senior jack of all trades, Connor Ciliento from Point Borough. The top O-line D lineman for player of the year goes to senior offensive tackle, defensive tackle from Point Borough, Cole Skinner, 6'5", 300-pound beast at tackle. It was really great watching him down block on their veer option, and he was a load and really spearheaded an offense that had a 42.1 points per game average, had 3,089 yards rushing, and 60 touchdowns on the ground behind this mammoth lineman. He was a commit to Temple and just decommitted the other day, so he's open in enrollment, and he has a couple offers for Division I, and you're going to find him signing real soon with a big-time Division I program because of his athletic ability and his big presence on the O-line. The top O-line, D-line player of the year is Cole Skinner from Point Borough. The top sophomore freshman player of the year goes to a sophomore from St. John Vianney. He's a kicker, punter, a linebacker, and tight end. Michael McCormick, 6'2", 200-pound guy, big, strong-looking guy who can boom a football. His leg was a weapon. 7 touchbacks as a kickoff guy. 7. That says a lot. He had 3 field goals. The longest was 40, but he can boom. He had over a 32-yard average on punts with 3 inside the 10, and he was a threat that led his team to the NJSAA non-public A first-round state playoff appearance. Had a great he was on the football field all the time, and his big presence, and he's only a sophomore. Our sophomore player of the year goes to kicker, punter, tight end and linebacker Michael McCormick from St. John Vianney. Nice job. And then the unsung hero, again, this goes to a guy that didn't get as much ink as he should have in the newspapers, with the media, with us included. It's got to go to Raritan Senior. Do it all, Danny Calicari. I mean, he manufactured so many plays for touchdowns. He had an interception, a 100-yard interception for a touchdown, a 100-yard interception for a touchdown. He had 2 kick returns for a touchdown. The longest was 95 yards. He had to generate a lot of plays where he made big plays. On offense, he ran for 443 yards and 4 touchdowns for 8.9 yards to carry. And then he had, as a receiver, 25 catches for 398 and 2 touchdowns. He just made big plays. He didn't get the ball a lot, but when he did, he made a lot of huge plays. And on defense, he was the quarterback of the defensive backfield, and he was a physical safety coming up and making a lot of plays in the run game and directing a lot of guys on where to cover other teams' formations. Danny Calicari, without a doubt, is the unsung hero for the All-Independence division. Great football player and great character. Now, let's get to see the All-Independence division first and second team.